Plus, it really puts the beginning of episode 4 in a different light. Because now Darth Vader is like interrogating old Leia. She's like, oh, what you talking about? He's like, I saw you. I was there. The audacity. No wonder the dude is pissed.
Yet another Star Wars movie trilogy. Robot police dogs on patrol, and PlayStation wants to invent the ability to rewind stuff. We'll be talking about all of that and a lot more because this is Eat Sleep Nerd, a show where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. We're going back to our reviews in this episode to dive into the latest nerdy news. But before we get into that, it'd be awesome if you could support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, clicking the thumbs up on this video, leaving some comments to join in the convo, and sharing us with your friends. I'm your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and joining me here in the studio for this conversation, we have Christian James, Josh Winter, Nick Murphy, and special guest, Eliza Hall. Woo! Woo! I was expecting more. Freebird! Okay, cool. All right. Sorry. So, Eliza!
Yes.
I haven't seen you in literally 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. You guys have all seen her, I guess, more recently.
No.
Yeah.
Like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our college friend group,
Mm-hmm.
kind of getting back together.
The original band.
Used to hang out in our $300 a month
Oh,
Florence apartment.
$300.
Jeez. The
$300 a month. Split.
I would
Yeah.
be dangerous. Making the money I make now, paying rent that cheap. And that was a nice size apartment that y'all had.
Yeah.
That was a nice size apartment.
You want to know what it goes for now?
What?
Starting at $12.50.
Good. That's not worth that.
That is
Looks
absurd.
the exact same.
Barely worth the $300 we were paying.
Yeah.
Like,
Appliances are still from 1982.
yeah, the whole place. is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that
12 fitted.
2-bedroom, 1 bath?
2 bed, 1 bath, no laundry.
Laundry was in the
That's
kitchen.
right.
Yeah, laundry's in the kitchen.
Wow.
No dishwasher.
Oh, yeah. You got that
Um,
rickety downstairs, the back door.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Like a
Yeah,
little
the
deck.
balcony was barely hanging onto the building.
Yeah, don't go out there when you've been drinking.
Don't go out there when you're sober.
No.
It's probably less dangerous when you're like,
Wobbly.
what was I going to say? Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, if
Doesn't
I
matter.
was paying $300 rent with the amount of money I'm making now.
Yeah.
I would be doing dumb things.
Yeah, you probably would never see me.
You know.
I'd be going somewhere.
You know,
Because who cares? Rent's $300.
Yeah.
They say, what's the thing they say? If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be one of those situations.
Mhm.
So, Eliza,
Yes.
as is customary for when we have a guest on the show, what makes you a nerd?
So I started watching the X-Files when I was 6. Immediately,
Oh.
immediately obsessed. I know.
When you were 6?
I'm a third child. My parents didn't care anymore, and so,
Just gave up.
Yeah, they
Another
just gave
feeling.
up. They were like, the other two
Is
are
the
still
remote-
alive. I'm sure she's fine. And so
She was the remote.
yeah.
Yeah.
So super into that my whole life, basically.
Okay. What about nowadays?
Nowadays, what's the nerdiest thing I do nowadays?
Go to work.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty much.
no.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
What do you do for it?
I work for a government contractor, and I recruit people to work on our contracts.
It's kind of
What
nerdy.
do you have to do to work on a contract? Might be looking to get out of education.
You have to be.
Now, are we talking like wet work here or?
No, you have to be
Oh.
qualified by a
Lame.
labor category. It's
Fine.
boring.
Oh,
What about
that's
like
really lame.
secret security clearance?
So it depends on which contract. I don't have one because I'm a corporate employee,
Mm.
and I don't want to do what you got to do to have one because I'm a little shady.
Yeah.
But yeah, you basically, some of them require that you have it coming in, and some of them don't. Just depends on what you're doing.
I feel like that qualification is
Super uninteresting.
yeah. Yeah.
So, what about your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? Oh
Sleepless in Seattle.
no, I'm going to tell you.
You got
that-
mail.
I tell people that it's A Time to Kill to sound more sophisticated, but it's really Tu Wong Fu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Classic.
Love a good cross-dressing flick.
Never would have guessed that one.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite superhero?
favorite superhero? Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Solid choice. You never
Is it
get-
Wolverine or is it Hugh Jackman?
No, it's Wolverine. because
Okay.
I remember. So I just remember growing up, and every Saturday morning we were watching X-Men.
Scooby-Doo.
Nice.
Squibbity-bitty.
Did you watch X-Men 97?
I did not
You should.
immediately.
It's actually really
Immediately.
good.
Right
I
now,
got
start
past
to-
the
like,
episode.
We can wait.
Get to episode 5 and tell me how you feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I going to be hurt?
No, well,
I'll leave that up
it
to you.
takes a turn.
Oh.
Tell
Oh,
you
so you
that.
saw it.
Yeah. No, they're really cool. It starts out looking like an episode from the original one. Like the animation's kind of blocky and chunky and
Mhm.
stuff. And they very slowly update it so gradually that you don't notice it's happening.
hmm
And then, like Christian said, by the time you hit like episode 5 or 6, it's wild. It's wild.
I do wish that there were better movies for like the X-Men women.
Yes.
They've been kind of shafted like Storm and Rogue.
Yeah.
I'd counter by saying I wish there were better X-Men movies.
No, yeah, that too.
Just
What was that
just
one?
kind of point
The-
blank.
The New Mutants?
Yeah, literally
Was
3 people saw that.
Garbage.
Yeah, that was like right before COVID.
Yeah.
Just got
It had no
started.
chance.
First
Yeah.
class was good.
First class was okay.
Wasn't it?
Okay. I like that we're talking about this
because
because we're actually going to bring up X-Men here in a little bit. So love that. Thank you for
Wasn't
making
Anson
time.
Mount in the New Mutants?
Yeah, he was.
He was?
He was Black Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that the guy who yells?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes. Thought you meant like as an actor. That's pretty mellow. He's the one that clapped your back real hard, remember?
Oh,
That's Anson
During
Mount.
the
Yeah.
film. Yeah.
That was so aggressive. I was like, bro, I don't know you.
Dude, no, he's aggressively friendly. Seems like a great
Nah,
guy.
that's
Wait,
right.
you
Yeah,
say
he's-
Yeah.
clapped his back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, how did you see him?
No,
Yeah.
that's not how I would say that.
We need different
Not at all,
terminology.
yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yep.
Not back clapping.
I understand.
Just
Just one. Let you know he's there.
Oh, yeah.
So, any other nerdy questions for Eliza? Just to establish her as nerd.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Okay.
Favorite Disney movie?
I have a follow up as well.
Beauty and the Beast.
ooh,
Solid.
that is solid.
So is that also your favorite Disney princess, Belle?
No.
Who's your favorite
Oh,
Disney
no.
princess?
Merida.
Oh.
From Tangled.
Brave. Try again.
Brave.
Yeah.
All the same. All the same.
The other one with the hair.
She's Arrows, right? With
Yes.
The
Yeah,
big
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't. I've never seen a Disney princess
You've
other
never
than
seen it?
What?
Princess and the Frog. I've never seen a Disney movie like a Disney princess.
So I actually missed a lot of the ones that I should have seen
Mhm.
based on my age. Like people are stunned that I've never
Yeah.
seen Mulan.
Really?
Or
That's kinda
Pocahontas.
wild.
I've never seen
Wow.
Pocahontas.
Okay, so maybe I have seen Disney princess movies. What you just said.
Do you know who they are?
I guess not.
I think Leia is technically one nowadays.
Technically.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. So, before we get into our news, what have you guys been up to? We're going to do a little chit chat here to start off the show.
Oof.
Nerd. What you got?
Me? Oh, yeah.
Said it so pointedly.
Nerd. Just been working.
Like that hoodie.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Back 40 Beer Company.
Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored.
Yet.
Alabama. Yeah, just been working. I've maybe turned on my PS5 like 5 times.
Yeah,
in
we're
the
still
past.
waiting for you to get Warhammer.
Like I gave you a gift card and everything, bro.
You did.
Oh my God,
you
really?
did.
I gave him a $50 gift card, which to be fair means he needs like $20 of his own.
But,
It wasn't a full price game, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
$70
Well, what are you
game.
waiting for?
I went another month when it goes on sale.
All right. Cool.
Yeah,
Good
just
board
doing that. Actually, I did some like promo photos for work because we got some new merch in. So
Wait, did you do the photos or were you in the photos?
I did the photos.
Okay.
do they pay you extra for that? Don't work for free.
Yeah.
They didn't pay me.
Oh.
Pays an
Oh,
exposure.
I
But
wouldn't
you
have
were
done it.
paid.
I was paid,
That's all
Oh.
that matters.
but they didn't pay me.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
It's fine, but I was paid.
No, I'm confused. Who paid you?
Not the
Don't
company.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why did
Confidential.
you not pick that up?
I don't get it.
All right. Josh, what you got?
Timberborn. I couldn't remember the name of it. Timberborn. It's a game. And it's
I was like, Justin?
no.
That's funny. That's a good joke.
It took me a second.
Really funny.
Justin Timberborn.
Good
I
job.
get it.
That's
No,
funny.
so
I had you.
so it's a city builder and it takes place after the apocalypse. Something has happened. They don't tell you what it is. And the earth has mostly gone barren. And there's only a few little pockets of like water left. And the species that has risen up and gained sentience is beavers.
No.
and it is so adorable. You just make a little city of sentient beavers, and they wear like little tool belts and stuff, and they have to like go around and build dams to try to control the water, and like you have to have crops and stuff. And the mechanic is that every few days a drought comes through, and if you haven't managed the water correctly, they start to die because there's not enough water. So it's amazing. It's $35 on Steam.
I was about to say, is this a mobile game or an actual like console game?
No, it's on Steam, but the whole game is like 1.5 gigabytes. Like you do not need a powerful anything to run
But
it.
imagine so.
Like if you have a potato of a PC, you can play this game. It's adorable.
So
It's
what's your
wonderful.
plan in the event of like an actual apocalypse where there's no beavers?
Oh, if we don't have any beavers, we're done.
Like in
I've been saying
general?
that for years.
In
Yeah.
general?
Yeah, everyone's worried about the bees. That's the beavers.
Oh.
I have no follow-ups.
I mean, I can sort of see that actually. In like real life. No, like Anyway.
I'm not even going to try to survive.
yeah.
Just giving up.
A world without hair product and AC, I can't be there.
I mean, I think I could attain like a new level of Scraggle. So yeah, it's easier for men to lean into that look.
Gotta have the AC.
Yeah.
Gotta have the AC.
I've
Yeah,
been in
I'd be fine
situations-
until summer
I'm
hit.
not trying
My
to
air has to
sweat.
be conditioned. Yeah, I would spend so much of my time trying to get north. Like,
Well, hold on. What kind of apocalypse are we talking about?
I don't know, just people die, I guess. But for some reason, we're alive.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's no sun. There's just ash falling.
Jesus.
Oh, like a
That
super
sounds-
volcano,
Yeah.
type situation.
Oh, like the Yellowstone erupts or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we're done. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's a long term thing. Like as soon as your storable food ran out, you'd be screwed because there's no way of getting.
What
food.
about a zombie apocalypse? Would you try that?
What kind of zombie?
Slow
Not
moving
the
zombies?
slow ones, not the world.
Okay,
disease,
So
crazy
like
ones.
classic zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'd be okay.
I
I think that's mostly
no.
just a matter of not being stupid.
I would need to
Yeah.
know that there was an end date. I don't
There's
want
not.
to do
That's
that.
There's not. It's
What?
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would need to know that like on
Like they're working on a
December
cure.
31st, 2032. There
If you
will
can
be
if you can
there will
make
be
it
a
till then,
vaccine
yeah.
that you can just jab them in the thing and
In the
they're
thing.
and they're somewhere.
Okay.
And
Well, by then wouldn't they be all rotted though?
Yeah.
Well, so then
Really,
I'll
you'd
just
want
wait it
like
out.
really you'd want like a vaccine for yourself,
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
you can't be zombified.
Yeah.
Them's dead.
Let's restart the world with 6 people.
Oof, do I get to
Count me
pick the
out.
6
I'm
people?
Not
Yeah.
doing that.
No.
Nick, what you got? What you been doing?
Just take care of my dad. He's in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
He'll be fine though.
Hey, Mr. Murphy,
No, he doesn't watch the show.
you suck, Mr. Murphy. No,
He does not watch. He's okay.
literally got nothing to do. He can't
That's
watch
true.
the show
That's true. Nothing. Nothing life threatening or anything. He's just
anymore.
getting. Yes, true. Yeah, getting all of his medicines and stuff together before he gets sent home. We have concerts and plays and church things coming up because 'tis the season.
Tis the
So
season.
we're
What's your school play this semester?
school play.
You've
you
told
for
me,
asking.
and I don't remember that.
It's okay.
Pretty sure we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
The school play is called The Play That Goes Wrong. And it's a show that is designed to fall apart.
Oh, I think I saw that at Spring Hill last year. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
show designed to fall apart where people will forget their lines or
Yeah.
doors will fall off hinges. And
I would be so good at that.
That is.
I was gonna say.
it's a fun show.
My time to shine.
we're building, we've built 2/3 of the set so far. We had to make the door collapsible.
Mhm.
The upstairs part is supposed to collapse as well. There's like a secret bookshelf entrance and a whole bunch of stuff. So we've been spending a lot of time building the set.
To
so
make
we
sure
do
I'm
on
thinking about the
Saturday.
same one. The
There are
plot
different
of
ones.
okay.
but yeah.
So the plot of the one I saw,
Uh-huh.
like the actual play in the play, someone was murdered.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're doing the it's called so it's a play within a play.
Yeah.
It's a play about a theater company doing a play,
Yeah.
a murder mystery called The Murder at Havisham Manor.
Yep.
Where the first scene of this, I'll tell you how it happens. The first scene of it is that we find the guy who owns the mansion is dead on the chaise lounge because he got poisoned.
Mhm.
But because it's the play that goes wrong, the lights will come up too early, so we see him walking out to the chaise lounge, and then the lights come back out, and then he hurries and lays down, and then the lights come up, and then he hits the pose or whatever. And then the actors keep stepping on his hand while he's got his hand out there, and he reacts to it because it's not actually dead. It's just goofy stuff like that. But yeah, and
I will go.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's a show about this theater company trying to put on a good show because this is the first time they have the right numbers for it, and they're trying to put on a really, really good show. At the end of the show, literally the entire set just collapses in. Like they do something and it just all falls apart. I don't think we're going to do that because we don't really have a safe way of doing that because we're just a poor Alabama rural school.
It might still happen then.
But I mean, yeah, I can knock some over, I'm sure. Yes, we got that. And then our Christmas concert's coming up on December 16th. We're doing that with Grissom High School. Very excited about that. So yeah, looking forward to some stuff going on.
Big stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Big
stuff.
Come on. You usually join in on that.
Oh yeah, Roger.
All right.
And transition.
So it's been a while since I've done this. Do you guys want to get into the nerdy news?
Hit it.
Star Wars.
Oh God.
It was unnecessary. He does.
So we've had a
Yelling.
few
This is
movies.
him yelling.
You know, I mean, we've had like 10 at this point, something like
That's
that.
too many.
Too many Star Wars movies and like 20 more in development. Well,
Are they though?
just last week, Lucasfilm has announced another new Star Wars trilogy.
Really?
Yes.
I
So
didn't know that.
On
reading this
purpose?
article from IGN, Lucasfilm is reportedly working on a new film trilogy that could serve as the continuation of the Skywalker saga. Or maybe not.
Leave it alone.
But it's
Leave it alone.
The Last Jedi.
Exactly. So
Had last in the word or in the who's he
It's like Final Destination.
the news comes from a Deadline report on Thursday, which adds that Simon Kinberg, best known for his work producing the 20th Century Fox's X-Men movies and co-creating Star Wars Rebels, will write the trilogy and produce alongside Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy.
great.
Best
Is she
known.
still-
Oh my God.
Only because we haven't taken her out
She's
yet.
been there for all of them. That's all I'm asking.
Well, that is
I just
true.
didn't know.
She started as an EP on Raiders.
What's a little unclear
Crazy.
at the moment is a conflicting piece of information in the article. While some of Deadline's sources say that the new trilogy will be episodes 10 through 12, continuing the Skywalker saga, its
Mhm.
other sources dispute that intel and say it will instead tell a new story alongside previously announced feature films from James Mangold, Charmin Obaid Chinoy, Taiki Waititi, and Donald Glover.
I thought all of their movies got canceled.
Right? Apparently not.
Oh, great.
So, Variety ran a report shortly after Deadline saying the trilogy would in fact begin a new series after 2019's Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker concluded the Skywalker saga. The Hollywood Reporter's coverage also says it'd be a brand new story with new characters.
Was that 2019?
yeah, how does that feel so recent and so
Yeah.
far away?
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
So-
do it.
Brand new Star Wars trilogy.
No thanks. Pass.
I'm good.
Let's do something else.
All right.
Yeah, next topic.
Can we get a new Star Trek movie?
So the takeaway for me, Simon
Star Trek
Kinberg,
4.
best known for the 20th Century Fox X-Men movies.
Okay, hold on. Just let me stop you right there.
Yep.
So my favorite thing is everyone agrees that the new movies were kind of a mess
Mhm.
and the continuity was horrible.
Mhm.
So to assuage your feelings on that, we brought in the guy who did the X-Men movies, which were horribly disjointed and did not follow one another and constantly contradicted each other.
Yeah, so he started producing them starting with X-Men First Class. And then pretty much
Slightly
edited the rest of
better?
them. Well, no, he also did like Apocalypse, which is the worst. So
I think that they should have stopped after Revenge of the Sith. Because in my opinion, and I know that I'm probably in the minority here, that Revenge of the Sith was the best Star Wars movie. But I think it was the best Star Wars movie because we knew what happened next.
Completed the circle.
So I think that should have just been the end. It literally should have just stopped because we knew everything that happened after that and be done with it. Okay, thanks. That's like just
That wasn't
That's
them
it.
though. That was pre-Disney.
yeah. I know.
That was
Just-
Jorge himself.
I just feel like George. I just feel like
Jorge.
it should have just been done, and George should have just been like, I'll sell you this, but no more movies. Stop it.
So why would you buy it?
So you can license the.
The
Totally.
residuals are probably substantial.
yes, to Josh's point, though, kind of tying us into the quality over quantity argument. While Star Wars has largely been focused on TV formats since The Rise of Skywalker, including shows such as The Mandalorian, Andor, The Acolyte, and more. Its upcoming film pipeline has been expanding fairly aggressively. First on the docket will be Jon Favreau directed The Mandalorian and Grogu, airing in 2 years.
That's right.
And then we also
In
know
2
about
years?
other films. Yeah,
He just kind of said, "Never mind, I'm done with TV. Let's make a movie. Let's wrap it up."
Yeah, that one's coming out in 2026. They also have other films already announced, including Mangold's story that's going to be telling the dawn of the Jedi Knights, Filoni's that will be set in the Mandalorian verse, Obey Chinoy's that will follow the new Jedi Order, with Daisy Ridley already being announced to star.
But that's not the new movie that they just announced.
Correct, that's a separate thing.
Okay. Go on.
We have a Jedi Order film coming as
Super
well.
specific.
We have Glover's Lando Project. Donald Glover's Lando Project.
Not real.
We don't have to do that.
It's fine.
So, lots of movies.
I've only seen the first 3.
That's fine.
Like 4, 5, and 6.
Or 1, 2,
Yeah.
and 3.
Yeah.
Tight. No, that's
Stop
good.
there.
You should have
Stop there.
stopped right there. We all should have stopped right
Yeah.
there.
So, that's like, what, 15 films, something like that, that's been announced? Because I know Taika Waititi had one of his films announced, not
I
officially
thought
canceled.
word on the street was that it was canceled
Yeah, or at least pushed back.
because everyone kind of realized that apparently he was a one-trick pony.
So we've kind of had this
Research
conversation,
department.
I think, I don't know, maybe a month ago. We talked about how the reason we're not watching The Acolyte with Star Wars.
If you just content for the sake of content is not good.
So that's what
Stop.
everyone's, yeah.
I mean, also,
Yeah.
space is rather large.
Why do we keep coming back to the same 3 people?
Yeah.
2 of them are dead,
Like, literally.
and the other one is thematically dead. Like, the only one who's still kicking is Luke, but he died. That's it.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford just wants nothing to do with this anymore. He got that last check and, like, literally deuced out.
Which is funny because Luke died from the, he was like, I'm tired.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I did.
I too.
I
But
did
yeah.
one really good Force trick, and you know what? Man, am I
I'm
out.
pacing out.
He went, phew. We don't.
I actually liked The Last Jedi, for the record.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm in the minority.
Is that the one where she made all the rocks float?
Yeah.
I hated
With
that.
Emperor.
Yeah.
I hated that so much.
It's okay. You're allowed to. Like, I get,
Like-
there were parts about it I thought were stupid as hell.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah,
But
it was-
overall, I actually like the idea of Luke trying to start up the Jedi and be hopeful, and all of his hopes and dreams were dashed. And he ends up being an old hermit that hates the universe.
Oh,
Spoke to my
identifiable.
soul, right?
Yeah.
No, I friggin' love that, actually.
Okay.
But it was kind of all downhill from there.
Okay.
And they wasted Andy Serkis. How can you waste Andy
That is
Serkis?
true.
Also, was that the movie where we found out where blue milk comes from?
Yeah. He drank it
Yeah.
aggressively.
Where did it come from?
A very large gargoyle looking thing that you milk like a cow.
No, that's.
And he took it straight from the teat.
It was like a 4 or 5 minute segment of this movie.
Unnecessarily
The-
long.
I was so uncomfortable.
See, and I was grossed out about where Mad Max milk came from. That's worse.
Worse.
So last question, I guess I'll ask you guys about the Star Wars movie trilogy. If this were to take the place of all of these other announced movies,
Like all the other things are just
canceled,
not happening.
Yeah.
We're going to do this instead.
and it just became only thing coming forward for Star Wars as this new movie trilogy, whether it's Skywalker or not.
Well, okay. No, but see, that changes it.
Okay.
Like, we need to be done with the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is nothing left to say.
Do we know what this
I
is
agree.
about?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Like-
okay.
If
Like-
you can't wrap a story up in 3 movies, then don't.
Oh, yeah,
do
stop.
what you
6
doing.
or 9.
Yeah. You've had a dozen movies. Wrap it up.
Over how many years?
40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time.
So like I mean
At that
50.
point, you're not
50.
telling a story anymore. You're just making.
You're just making money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like that's okay too. Like
We all
that's
can
why
do it.
Marvel's still going.
Yeah.
We agree they're not very good anymore, but we're going to keep going to see them, at least some of us. But like at least they're still kind of entertaining. These new ones weren't even that entertaining.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just the New Republic era is beat to death. You've said everything you can possibly say about it. The Acolyte had an interesting premise in taking it all the way back to like when Jedi were very common and they were essentially the police of the universe.
Yeah.
That is such a cool concept that they wasted on some really stupid stuff that we're not going to get into.
Mhm.
But like the idea is cool. Where's my hard-boiled detective series where the detectives are Jedi?
That would be cool.
That would be sick.
I would sign up for that.
Yes. Like it's just let it go. Like we're done. Do something else. You have an entire universe that has been fully fleshed out. Holy crap. You just keep going back to the same little family over and over and over again. And there's nothing even left to say.
And yeah, all those people who grew up on those movies, like, I feel like like I said, I feel like they're done. They were done after episode 3.
Yeah.
Truthfully, but because again, their kind of saga of it, like the people who saw the first 3 movies in the movie theater, 4, 5, and 6, and then they saw 1, 2, and 3 in the early 2000s. They're like, okay, we're good. Like we're done. Like it was cool that they brought
Synced
this
it.
back.
Yep.
And we're good. Like
Wrap it
we
up.
know everything now. The full story. We know the full story. There's
Yeah.
just nothing else to tell. Like there's
7, 8, and 9 felt like a weird continuation that no one asked for.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like reboots, like the early 2000 ones,
Mhm.
were like it's nostalgic. Like you're excited to see it again.
Sure.
But then if you keep going, it's like
There is a point at which,
who cares?
yeah,
Well, and the whole selling point of that is that we know that the main character of those 3 movies, Anakin Skywalker, is going to become Darth Vader.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about Darth Vader. We know everything about Luke and Leia and Han and all that. We know them, but we don't know anything about the main bad guy,
Mhm.
the baddest of all bad guys.
Mhm.
So it'd be
Mhm.
cool to develop that
And
character a
you
little
need
bit.
to know how a villain became a villain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. If
And I
you're
thought
gonna,
they mastered that was I thought they did a really good
Which
job.
was hurt feelings. So.
Yeah.
100%.
That's great.
no, if we're gonna keep doing this, then yes, that'll be my one little asterisk. If we're gonna do another movie set in this time period, I want a standalone Darth Vader movie that tells a story about Darth Vader we haven't seen. That would just be sick.
Mhm.
Outside of that, get out of this time period.
And have him do like some really cool stuff. Like
Yes, I'm talking like Force Unleashed stuff.
Yeah.
Like just over the top, frankly.
Yeah,
like-
well, because that was the cool thing about Anakin and it was the Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan TV show.
He was
that
the
you
best
saw-
part. Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw number one, Hayden Christensen came back for it, but that you saw Darth Vader doing stuff
Cool
that you've
stuff.
never seen Darth Vader doing. Like he had a
Yeah.
whole lightsaber battle without a lightsaber.
Yeah.
He just used the
Yeah.
force.
He was barehanding a
to fight.
lightsaber.
he just
Eh.
used the force to fight the
Eh,
lightsaber battle, and then he just
One hand too.
Yeah.
Didn't even use both his hands.
Yeah.
And that was another thing too, because you only saw Darth Vader like off screen be scary.
Yeah,
Mhm.
People were just like weirdly afraid of him.
Mm.
And then when he was walking down the street in the Obi-Wan show, just force choking people
Yeah.
out of hiding.
Yeah.
Just-
I'm like, why, bro?
Just nonchalant murder.
yeah.
Just cause.
did James
No
Earl Jones
toots.
did the voice for that, right?
Yeah.
Kind
Oh,
of.
rest in peace.
Sort of.
Kind
I don't
of.
remember.
The suspicion is that they used samples of his voice
Mhm.
Which he
and
signed off on.
AI'd. Yeah, and
Some-
AI'd the actual dialogue.
Okay.
Which is
'Cause,
neat.
like, it was in the credits that they used.
That they used that-
intelligence.
Correct.
companies,
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
But
I
he got
imagine
his check.
He wouldn't have sounded like he did before.
Yeah.
And that's why they did it.
Yeah.
Like he officially sounded like an old man
yeah.
at the end there.
Yeah, because this still technically would have been fairly young.
Fairly young Darth
Yeah.
Vader, yeah, like in his 40s.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, that's my one caveat. Plus, Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One is like one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah.
The little hallway
yes,
thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I was about to say, additionally, with Rogue One. Just 'cause-
Yeah.
see, okay, yeah, but see, that was a good example though. It had nothing to do with the flippin' Skywalkers.
It tied in the
Yeah.
same story, but different people.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then it let the story that was already written tell the rest of that story.
Correct. Plus, it really puts the beginning of episode 4 in a different light
Hmm.
because now Darth Vader's like interrogating old Leia. She's like, "Oh, what you talking about?" He's like, "I saw you. I was there. The audacity." So yeah, like that was actually my favorite part of Rogue One. Is that if you immediately watch episode 4 right afterwards, no wonder the dude is pissed. It's like getting caught with chocolate all over and lying to your dad that you didn't have any of the ice cream. Like,
Which of course we won't done.
yes, 100%.
Like, bro, what are you talking about? I don't have any gummy worms. What are you talking
Just
about?
all over your face.
I there's no gummy worms. I don't know about.
I got it for you.
No gummy
All right, let's move
Star
into our next
Wars.
story. It's been a while since we've talked about something techie on this show. So let's talk about
Oh, I remember.
robot dogs. So this actually has nothing to do with what I'm about to talk about.
Oh,
It's
what a
sorry.
time.
I feel so
I know,
let
I'm
down.
like, I remember the commercials for that.
Yeah.
Corey and I had one.
Yeah, we did. I think it was one of the blue ones. Yeah. Anyway, so we're actually just talking about robot dogs, not these toys. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. So how does it make you feel that
all right. Now I'm disappointed.
the Secret Service / police are actually using robot dogs on patrol?
Is it the Boston Dynamics one?
Yes.
That thing is cool.
That actually
Yes.
makes me feel better because the actual dogs aren't being potentially put in danger.
Good point.
They're not
Yeah.
being put in danger the way
That's a
that.
good point.
What are
So
they
I'm-
doing?
I'm going to play a video for you guys in a second. So I'm going to read this article.
I love visual aids.
The U.S. Secret Service has confirmed that robotic dogs are being utilized to secure President-elect Donald Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago after a unit was spotted patrolling the area on Thursday.
That's wild.
The quote-unquote high-tech hound, as the Secret Service has been known to call it, was found walking the perimeter of the Palm Beach property alongside an agent. Video shared by Reuters shows. I'll show you guys in a second. The Chief Communications Officer, Anthony Guglielmini,
Sure.
for the Secret Service, did not say how long the robots had been in use, but told Nexstar that the boost technology that can aid the service's security goals. I said that sentence all wrong. That they can boost the technology that aids the Secret Service. Anyway, so I have this video pulled up that was seen patrolling Mar-a-Lago
That's very funny.
last week. Sorry about the quality of the video.
Does it go bark?
I was gonna say. So,
Bark.
Whoa.
if there is an intruder, what does it do?
Clearly, you can see its handler, so obviously it has to be close proximity, I guess. But
Can it like shoot or anything?
I don't
Like, I don't.
know.
I just don't understand what it.
Like, what kind of
does.
security are we talking about?
Does it tase a guy?
Does it launch a taser? Yeah.
While we cannot get into the specific capabilities,
Well, lame.
Not-
It's
the
a
robotic
secret.
dogs are equipped with surveillance technology and an array of advanced sensors that support our protective operations.
Does it
So
have to have a handler to operate?
That seems stupid. Just have a person out there
Yeah.
with a sensor.
It sounds like, yes, it has to have a handler.
That's not as exciting as
I feel like
Yeah.
we could spend.
Once again, I'm let
Yeah.
down by technology.
Yeah, as a taxpayer, just have a person at the
Let's buy other things.
A Secret Service official explains that the units are a part of its ASTRO program, which stands for
Autonomous.
Thank you. Systems and Technical Robotic Operation. The official said the dogs can be outfitted with technology to detect bombs and chemical threats and features cameras with thermal technology and high-res zoom capabilities.
So literally a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
can smell real good.
I just.
Only a dog could bite you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, who says this one can't?
that's true.
I mean,
Can you imagine a robotic jaw just?
You hear the little gears whining.
ear.
Yeah.
Hold still. He's gonna bite you. Stay right here. We should spend our tax dollars on other things than that. We need to secure.
Or at least develop it more so
yeah.
that it's more like if
I
it
agree.
has to have a handler.
Yeah, that
We need to secure our electeds, but that's
That just feels
that's
weird.
silly. Yeah.
Unless Boston Dynamics is paying for part of it. I don't know.
How do you become a handler of a robotic dog?
Yeah, look, what qualifications do you have?
For that?
you'll probably get a training about that soon.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Mhm.
All right, let's move
Let us
into our
know.
next story. Let's talk some PlayStation real quick. Some video game news.
PlayStation.
So, so the PlayStation 5 just recently had another sales milestone. Does anyone want to take guesses on lifetime sales for the PlayStation 5? All models.
1 million.
Seems a little low. Are
I think it's perfect.
you playing Prices Right rules? Val going over?
6.35 million.
Okay.
30 million.
30 million, Eliza?
80 million.
8 million. Are we doing close?
Yeah, closest without
Close.
going over.
All right, the real answer 65 million units.
Wow.
So, I feel like she was probably closer.
Yeah, I mean, she was really closer,
Yeah.
but if we're going prices right rules, I won.
All right, in relation to, let's just keep playing the game. In relation to the PlayStation 4, do you think it's more or less than the PlayStation 4?
What?
It's
Way
less than.
Way less.
How much less?
I don't know.
Way.
10 million.
10 million, like more or it's
Oh, less.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say 15 less.
15.
Are you Josh?
I'm just old.
Josh? I mean, less than the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure why I decided to play a game, but we're doing it.
Here we are.
I have no point of reference.
Okay.
20 million less.
Okay, Eliza?
35 million less.
The PlayStation 4 lifetime sales 117 million.
What was the first one?
65 million.
So we're
Okay.
halfway there.
It's halfway there.
How many was the PS2?
All right, last guess we're going to do. PlayStation 2 all-time sales.
Because it's the greatest selling console of all time.
Correct.
It is the greatest selling console.
300 million.
That'd be a lot.
200 million.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going 215, Corey.
Okay.
135.
Oh, okay. Eliza.
230.
155 million. Good job, guys. Good job. So yes, PlayStation 5 has now sold 65 million units. Okay, actually, I lied. We're going to do one more. How many has the Xbox Series S and X sold?
Half
7.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
That's the new one.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah, I'm going to say 65 individual units, Corey.
Ooh, okay. What did you say?
65.
No, it's like half of the PlayStation 5.
Okay. Are you sticking with 7?
7.
All right.
7 million?
Eliza.
7.
We'll say
Corey owns one of the
38
7
million.
that's been sold.
Damn, Eliza's all over this. 28 million
There you
Xbox
go.
Series S and X.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally half
Wow.
of the PlayStation 5. So yeah, PlayStation's doing pretty good right now. That's really the only takeaway from that.
Nintendo's making a new console, aren't they?
I feel like they're
Yes.
always kind of making
They-
a new console.
Their rumor is that they'll be announcing it before the end of the year.
It's like the Switch is backwards compatible or something.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Switch duh.
All right.
The
Also, let's just go ahead and stick with some PlayStation news. So, Sony has just patented a PlayStation controller with a dedicated rewind button.
Wow.
So they're
What?
inventing the rewind button.
Is that for like cheating so you can go back and undo your mistake?
That is the theory. So Sony seems to be experimenting with the idea of a PlayStation controller that has a dedicated
That's
rewind
all.
button.
Right.
The
Die
patent,
like a man.
Take your rest.
the patent is for gameplay rewind technology that would activate when the user pressed a universal button on a controller during live gameplay. The button would activate a mode where the user sees a series of image frames of live gameplay that they can then scroll through. Selecting one will allow the player to review their gameplay from that point.
I mean, that's neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I don't want that.
kids don't know how to lose anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true though.
I mean, I went through a phase. Well, it's not a phase anymore. I was still going on of losing a lot in Halo.
Yeah, and like the anger of being so mad you throw a controller,
Or like squeezing it to
that's
death.
a character building exercise.
Yeah.
You need it.
Yeah.
You remember on the Super Nintendo, if you died, you had to start the game
Yeah.
All the
over.
way over.
Yep, yep, yep.
Not the level,
Remember Aladdin?
not since your last save.
Yeah.
Yeah, hucking those little apples and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you died, you started the game over.
Mhm.
You should know disappointment like that.
Yeah.
You should.
It builds you. It builds you.
I do want to say this is not new technology though, because I feel like I've played games that had rewind features.
Yeah, but that was in the game.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was game specific. This sounds like it would work regardless.
I guess. Is that really?
I just don't want to have to think about that. Like if I make
Yeah.
a wrong turn in a racing game or something,
I was going
I'll
to say
just back up.
the
What are we doing?
I was going to say
There's
the
a
one
whole
game-
gear for that.
Yeah.
The one game that comes to mind that had a rewind feature actually was a NASCAR game I played when I was in like middle school.
Prince
You
of
actually just
Persia.
rewind.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The time of crisis.
Sure.
Can you imagine
Nope.
Call of Duty with a rewind button? Like every time you got killed, like whoop whoop,
Well, that's the other thing. Like,
and then aim.
actually-
but see, that's the other thing. Clearly, it wouldn't work in like a multiplayer scenario.
But
and
if it
that's,
did,
online,
and that's
that'd be awesome.
most games now.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
that segue. So Sony, we're going to do one more PlayStation story here.
Because
Sony.
Xbox ain't doing nothing.
Oh, it's true. Sony commits to releasing a major single-player game every year from 2025 onwards.
How sad is that?
They
That like
should do
it's
that
big
anyway.
news. Hey guys, I know you bought a $500 console. What if I promised you that you get a new game every
Okay,
year?
specifically first party though. Is what
Yeah, but they bought all the studios.
okay.
They're all first party now.
Sony's high-profile live service struggles have seen the cancellation of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us multiplayer game and, most recently, the disastrous release and then unrelease of Concord, which released on the
Boo.
closure of its developer Firewalk. Amid the
Boo.
turmoil, Sony has
Boo.
reaffirmed its commitment to major single-player games. Speaking during an investor call, Sony's finance and IR chief, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, said that while it has no major first-party games coming out before the end of its current financial year ending March 2025, the company plans to continue releasing major single-party game titles every year from next fiscal year onwards. So taking a look at some of those games coming out soon, we have the sequel to Ghost of
Tsushima?
Ghost of Yotai.
Sure.
Wow.
It's got a woman though.
Dare thing.
We also have the sequel to Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
I ain't got a woman in it.
Stepping on the beach.
We
That
know
was still
that-
Norman Reedus.
Thank
We
God.
know that Insomniac is coming out with their Wolverine game.
Are they?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They had a trailer for it like 2 years ago. We all got really hyped.
So we're getting close.
It might happen one day.
It's their next game. So whatever.
There's a Wonder Woman game coming at some point too.
But why?
What's going on? Christian.
Anyway.
That was
So
timely. I'm not laughing at the content. I'm laughing at the timing of it. That was good.
Yeah, single player.
Brit comes crawling through the screen.
Yeah.
Just the rings
Yeah.
right out of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, single player games. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there should be more of them.
Congratulations
Congratulations.
for doing your job.
I just finished. Speaking of that, I just finished Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah. I haven't
Loved
finished it yet. Still
I
good.
loved it.
Yeah.
Loved that game.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That one's also got a woman.
Yeah, she's a little annoying too. Not because she's a woman. Just she's just really needy and
Just
annoying.
because of who she is.
Yes, the type of person she is. Wait, no. The
No.
type of
There's no good way to put it.
Yeah.
Nick. You've already lost.
she is just
Should I cut that out for you?
Her personality trait.
You want an edit? You get to request
Don't
one edit.
edit for that one.
Jason requests at least one an episode,
um
which is funny because he's like the nicest one.
her
She's just annoying.
yes, she is
It's-
annoying.
it's
It's okay.
She's
Like
She's a smuggler,
That's
so like
fine.
she's kind of supposed to be kind of
Yeah. But like
but when Harrison
kind of-
Ford does it, it's cute.
Yeah, they kind of like made her try to be Han Solo and like try to be good at being a smuggler.
She
but
even has a
she's just,
vest, doesn't
not.
she?
Yeah, well, you can get the Han Solo one. But like I don't
Wait,
know, it's
like
just-
literally his vest?
Yeah. Well, not his
The
vest, but, like,
audacity.
the design of
How dare
Yeah,
she?
audacity.
How dare she stood where he stood?
it. Yikes.
I mean, Lando wore his vest,
Checks out.
like his whole getup.
Drove his car
I would
too.
say,
Yeah.
if you're going to make a female character, you have to make her. It can't be a copy of a male character.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
But the game was good.
Yeah, okay. Good.
I'm still waiting for it to hit that $20 bin.
I don't know why.
Sure it's coming soon.
I don't know.
Probably
why
for
so many
Christmas.
People got upset about it. Like I don't know why they thought it was bad.
They
'cause it
had such
wasn't-
high expectations.
I was gonna say
for no
it
reason.
was
But, like-
really just people over anticipating what it was going to be.
Maybe I benefited from not
You did
paying attention to all that.
100%.
Okay.
They were expecting Grand Theft Auto in space.
I mean, it's kind of that, just without stealing multiple different types of cars.
Yeah, but you're a bad guy though. That's the whole point. Well, morally
Wait,
ambiguous.
Are there,
I
are there
played-
space hookers?
I was good with everybody by the end of it. By the end of the game, I had good reputation with all of them.
No, Cyril. When they're dead,
They're
just hookers.
All right, let's move into our next story.
What a show!
Joker fully adieu.
Fully.
Fully a boot. Full of a boot.
Fully in the
Oh, the
can.
dumpster fire sound effect.
Yeah, I had every intentions of seeing this, and then
We were gonna go see it. Yeah.
I saw the Twitter discourse, and I was like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to do this story just because it's been a long time since we used that dumpster fire sound effect. So, inconsistency. Yet again, reading from IGN. Inconsistency was the word of the day during the Warner Brothers Discovery earnings call.
Oof.
CEO David Zaslav.
Zaslav.
Oh, I thought you were going to say boo.
I mean,
No?
I want to like him. I
Yeah.
want to. I had such high hopes for Zaslav.
Zaslav acknowledged that the company's film business has been hit or miss lately, with Joker Fully Adieu in particular being disappointing. Inconsistency, I'm quoting here, inconsistency also remains an issue at our motion picture studio, as reinforced recently by the disappointing results of Joker 2.
Did he blame the audience? People just don't want to see movies.
Well, let's see. Zaslav did not give further details, but we can expect to hear more about exactly how disappointing those results were on the company's next earnings call, which will include that impact. Zaslav's remarks relate back to WB's issues with film inconsistency over the past year. Dune 2 and Godzilla times, I guess not times Kong, Godzilla and Kong? Is that
Yes.
I don't know. Were hits earlier this year, but Furiosa and Mad Max Saga bombed at the box office. The Watchers was critically panned, and films like Beetlejuice, and Twisters did well enough, but couldn't match the success of Barbie at the same time last year. Taken as a whole, WB's film slate has been a bit all over the place. Calling Joker 2's results disappointing may be a bit of an understatement. Joker Folie à Deux launched in October to a weekend box office of just $37.8 million domestically, less than half of the first Joker's $96 million opening. Matters did not improve from there, with the film dipping further in its second weekend to just $7 million domestically.
Oh.
Falling to third place.
Just an 80% drop. It's fine.
It almost immediately raced to DVD and Blu-ray less than a month after its opening weekend.
Where no one bought it.
How much did it cost to make the movie?
Much.
Yeah.
With the talent alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That paid for
Half of Gaga.
half a Gaga. Yeah.
I'm surprised
And what's
that figure-
the
Not the
Matt
lady
Damon
one.
math?
Yeah, the Matt Damon math. So the Matt Damon math says you have to take the budget of the movie, and then usually they spend half again on marketing,
Uh-huh.
and then the theater takes half of the revenue. So if you made a $200 million movie, $100 million on marketing, that puts you at 300. You have to hit 600 million before you start to make a profit.
Wow.
Which, with this movie, a sequel to Joker,
Should have been
that good.
Yeah.
No official numbers, but reports say the budget was about $200 million.
So almost exactly what
They
I
have
said.
to make $600 million.
But I don't
Yeah.
know if I missed it all, but like Gaga and Phoenix didn't do a lot of promotion for it, did they?
I guess not. I mean,
I don't remember seeing.
Like
that.
I
I
don't,
don't
see
think-
them on,
no.
like, the
I don't-
late night shows. and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
First off, I don't think he does that.
Yeah,
I just don't. I don't think that's his vibe.
He just does
Yeah.
the movies.
Yeah.
Y'all handle that.
So, oh,
Like I hate that because I loved how dark the first Joker was.
Yeah,
Oh,
the first
yeah.
one was good.
that was great.
Like
I
it
also
ended
didn't
with
feel
so
in-
much expectation.
I also didn't feel a need for that story to keep going though.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of people's things. Like, this is
Like I loved that it was a one-off.
Yeah.
And it still is in my
And that's
heart.
your thing. They're doing Batman stories without Batman.
Yes. Please quit doing that. Please quit doing Batman stories without Batman. Holy crap.
Also heard that the big courthouse dance scene with Gaga and Phoenix is cut from the movie.
But why?
Like they promoted it, like it was in
Yes, all over the
and
trailers.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a throwback to the first Joker where he's dancing on the stairs.
Right.
Sure.
And so you're hyped up for it. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that it was cut from the movie.
Well, one day we'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched friggin'
Madam Web.
Madam Web. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was
Bad.
really bad.
Nick went, oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We-
Speaking of cut,
We all
things.
trauma bonded.
Speak of what?
She's not
Oh
good.
yeah, like they promoted them in
Oh.
their costume.
Costumes the whole time.
Not
Nah. Like
Oh, they
30
don't?
seconds. No, 30 seconds. In a flash forward?
Yeah, it's a premonition the guy
It's
has,
like a teaser.
but that's it.
So Gaga in the Harley makeup is for like a second.
Oh no, we're talking about Madam Web.
Oh yeah, Madam
Oh.
Web. Yeah.
This, I mean, she's probably in makeup. I don't know. Like I said, we'll watch it one day. It'll be fine.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Cool.
Right on. Cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Cool. Can we please end this?
All right. So all of that said, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, hop on over to youtube.com/eatsleepnerd. Click subscribe, click like on this video, leave some comments. Let us know if you have any thoughts about all the stories we talked about today. Welcome Eliza to the show. Woohoo! Eliza!
Oh, snaps.
Thanks for joining,
It's
guys.
been a good time.
Appreciate.
She'll be making another appearance here shortly, so stay tuned to our channel to see some upcoming videos. If you have not already, share us with your friends and family. We appreciate all the support we can get. If you want to listen to us on the go, we are also on podcast feeds, so Apple Music or Podcast, Spotify, all of those podcast players. We're on there. Eat, Sleep, Nerd.
Right beneath Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Same genre, actually.
Easy.
All right. Eliza, you don't know how this is going to go.
Uh-oh.
So what are 3 things that nerds should be doing before they go check out the rest of our channel?
What should they be doing?
Hint, it's on the TVs. Just as a hint.
Just little hint.
It's on the TV.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's 3 words.
Eat, sleep, nerd.
Hey, take it easy, people.